Where's Jane? You doing? I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the proverbial 2-minute warning. I knew that'd get your attention. Where's former Mayor Jane Warren Williams? Is she here? I don't see her. Thank you. Director, I got your message. You got my message? That's true. That's actually true. It worked out well. I like that, Director. God has a knack of doing that. That's good. Madam Clerk, this is... Is she? Yeah. Yes. Okay. You want to wait for her, or? Okay. We're going to wait for former municipal clerk and Mayor Jane Warren Williams. In the meantime, Maritza Davila is going to entertain us with her rendition of Feliz Navidad. No? No? Okay. I thought I'd try. Whatever. Oh, is he coming too? Okay.
He's in high school. Yeah. Listen, all like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, royalty has arrived. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to not only the key to the city ceremony, but the celebration of Dr. Sonia Gordon. And let me give you a little background, Director Spezial, as to why I affectionately refer to our city clerk as Doctor. Because as you know, she takes care of the city council. And when I was on the city council, she always had a prescription for whatever ailed me. Typically, it was on Tuesday night and a 6-hour marathon session of a city council. But she also helped with my mother's situation, because that was at a point when we started seeing the signs of my mother's and her Alzheimer's disease. And Sonia showed her sympathy and also the empathy as well, knowing that she had an ailing mother as well as an outstanding caregiver. And what stands out about this young lady, and let me emphasize the fact that she is young. She was born on April 9th at some time in the 20th century. Later in the 20th century, right? From Petersfield, Westmoreland, Jamaica. Are there any Jamaicans in the audience today? You're making me crazy right now. Any honorary Jamaicans or wannabe Jamaicans? Yes, Mike Powell, of course. And she came here in the United States in 1992, if I'm not mistaken, 30 years, and never left us. And we're so happy that she decided to come here to Paterson and then go on to Passaic County Community College and receive multiple degrees, and then joined the city team as an assistant to the clerk, and then rose to the rank of deputy clerk, and then ultimately becomes acting, and then she became our city clerk. But I got to tell you, she's been successful as a city clerk, but what's most important is she's successful as a mother. 2 daughters, Roseanne and Melinda, a certified teacher, and an engineer, chemical engineer at that. And so that speaks to, yes, please, it speaks to the fact that our clerk, Dr. Gordon, has family values. And before we proceed any further, I do want to let everyone know that that is absolutely my favorite dress you've ever worn in your time here. Let's give that a round of applause there. But before there was Dr. Sonia Gordon, there was one Jane Williams Warren, who in her own right was an outstanding city clerk in the city of Paterson. So beloved, so popular. Later on, her next call to duty was to be the mayor of the city of Paterson, which she acquitted herself very well with dignity and integrity. You're very welcome. No, thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, the former city clerk and former mayor, Jane Williams Warren.
Good morning.
Good morning.
First, give an honor to God for allowing us to be here this morning. We've gone through a very difficult time in our country, in our city, with COVID and all the other challenges that we've had. But I thank God for being here this morning. Also, I would like to apologize. You know what happens when you retire? You lose track of time. And I was ready, but for some reason I'm thinking 12, but thank you for waiting. I appreciate it. Well, let me just say that to our mayor, the Honorable Andre Saya, who is always very supportive, to the municipal council, the honorable municipal council members who I love. The municipal council members were my heart. when I was a municipal clerk. And I appreciate all the things that they do and all the challenges that our city faces, and our mayor and council continue to advocate and do what they have to do for our city. And I thank the mayor for having the Alzheimer's walk. It was very personal to me. My mother had Alzheimer's, and some of my family members, and I thank him for doing that, and all the other things he does for the people in our city who have challenges. But let me just talk about Sonia.
Yes.
Sonia
Doctor.
was my assistant. She was my right hand. I'm very proud of Sonia. She's come a long way. She has a family. Her family is sitting there, and her family is my family. Because when you work for the city, you also become family to the people you work with and to their families. Because when you're a city employee, when you're a public employee, you spend many hours in government. You spend many hours in City Hall. Regardless of what happens, you have to be here. Sonia came up through the ranks. She's been an outstanding municipal clerk. I am so proud of her. To have Sonia follow me was an honor. She has worked very hard. She has also exemplified the role of a municipal clerk. The municipal clerk in the state of New Jersey and the city of Paterson, which is the third largest city in the state of New Jersey, which means that she's the municipal clerk for all our residents, for all our registered voters, for everyone in the city of Paterson. And she exemplifies that role by making sure that she's here every day, and regardless of what happens, as the election administrator, it doesn't matter whether you have a hurricane, COVID, or whatever. You have to be here for the voters. You have to be here for our community and for our citizens. Sonia has exemplified that role. Today, I know that it's difficult for her because her mother's not here. And her mother came here, and she brought all her sisters and brothers here from Jamaica, and she worked. And today, if her mother was here to see her, she would be so honored. And I know that she's looking down and saying, this is my daughter, and look what she's done, and look where she is. So we also honor Miss Rhodes and Sonia's father today, because of them, we have the best city clerk in the state of New Jersey, who is retiring, unfortunately, but I know that she's going to enjoy retirement. She's going to have more time to come see me, but I would like to congratulate Sonia. I would like to congratulate her deputy, Jackie, who's also her right hand, and her staff and the municipal council staff, because no one knows what happens behind closed doors, but public employees and employees in the city clerk and city council's office often work hours when everybody else is sleeping. The city clerk and the city council staff and the city council and the mayor are here. But I congratulate you, Sonia. I love you, and you enjoy retirement. Thank you.
Isn't it always encouraging to see Mayor Jane? Like warms your heart, doesn't it? You feel better about yourself. Irrespective of what's going on in your life, you see her and everything just feels a little bit better. Thank you. Give her another round of applause. Thank you for being a positive influence here in the city of Paterson. Thank you. Unfortunately, our Congressman, Bill Pasquarello, could not make it today, but he did send a representative. So now at this time, I'd like to call forward from Congressman Bill Pasquarello's office, Ashante Johnson. Please, Ashante. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you, Mayor. Good morning and congratulations, and thank you for all of your hard work and dedication. On behalf of Congressman Pasquarello, he just wants to let you know that he's proud of you, because 28 years is a lot. Some people, unfortunately, don't even live to see the year 28. And you've served the city of Paterson for 28 years, and you've seen different changes and shifts, and you've implemented different things, and you've been a voice for the city of Paterson. You've been someone who worked behind these doors, taking minutes, listening, giving advice. So it goes a long way to have people who represent the city of Paterson. And you came to the city of Paterson in 1992, right? and started working in 1995. That's amazing to me. That was inspiring when I read that. I thought to myself, that's someone who is a hard worker, someone who is dedicated to making their lives better and the lives of where they will be residing at better as well, because they were so determined and desired to get involved in a new area, in a new country. You know, that takes a lot of faith. That takes a lot of faith to do that, and that's actually admirable. So I just personally wanted to say thank you for being an inspiration to the city of Paterson and others who were maybe not born in America, but they can look to you and see that they can very well do many great things in a new area. So Congressman Paterson couldn't be here, but he did leave with you a certificate from the, as congressional recognition of outstanding and invaluable service to the community for 28 years in the city of Paterson. So his office thanks you.
I just want to say something briefly before you leave. Okay. And I don't think Congressman Pascal remembers. When I was hired with the city of Paterson, he hired me. When he was the mayor.
He hired me as well.
I know he remembers me, he'd never forget me, but I don't know if he remembers that he was the mayor at that time when I was hired in the city.
Nice. I'll let him know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I thought I was the one that knew the history. Very good. Well, that's a living history right there. Before we hear from the members of the Municipal Council, I'd like for the members of my cabinet to stand so I can recognize them, because this shows how much you are appreciated. So you have our Director of Policy and Planning, Aishia Hayes. Give her a round of applause. Gentleman who needs no introduction anywhere in this country. That is Director Jerry Spezial, please. Our DPW Director, who moonlights as the Giants' head football coach, Billy Rodriguez. America's Fire Chief, Jefe de Bomberos, Brian McDermott. Library Director Corey Fleming, thank you. Barb McLennan, Director of Community Development. Chief of Staff, Christian Caligari. Now, this may be the first time some of you met our re-entry coordinator. We're going to be helping people who have been released from prison get on their feet, get a job, get connected to resources. Valeda Hall, thank you for joining us, Valeda. The Whirling Dervish, high energy, highly caffeinated Economic Development Director Mike Powell. Our Director of Health and Human Services, Joel D. Ramirez. I think I got everybody, right? Thank you, everyone. Where? Oh, our Corporation Counsel, who obviously is standing outside of the immediate circle. Law Director, Eamon Abushi. That's very good. Oh, and our Public Information Officer, Dassel Tilos, behind that phone. And thank you, Deputy Mayor Maria del Pilar Rivas, for joining us. Thank you, and you may be seated. At this time, I'm going to call forward the members of the Municipal Council who are present. By all means, the floor is yours. And you have 3 minutes. Please.
I wish I had more time, Madam Clerk. In a term in 2018 to 2022, I served as council president for 3 of those 4 years. And I have to tell you that I truly appreciate you. I appreciate your leadership. It is a difficult task, but you were up for it. And you got some of the best advice and training. But I believe that because you are a woman of God and a woman of your word, it didn't matter what was going on. You always maintained the course, and I truly appreciate that. I learned a lot from you. When Madam Mayor, Clerk, Mom, Grandma, everything under the sun, when she left, I had just had won my election. And I remember when she put in for the retirement, I was so sad because she just guided us. Like it's a motherly instinct that position brings. And I have to say that you were that inspiration to me. And again, I mentioned the 3 years of the 4 of that term because being a council member and being a council president at that, some people like the title, It's a lot of work. It's a lot of dedication. And I have to tell you, Madam Clerk, you always had my back. So, and I think every director that's here knows that nothing could go not through her if it didn't go through the council president. So I appreciate all those years, all those hours of that hard work, getting those agendas together. Thank you for the staff, because through you, we hire the staff, and, to my assistant that I truly love and appreciate. She's been with me now. We're going on 9 years, God willing, we'll continue. But I just want to say thank you. We love you. We're going to miss you. I was saddened that I was not here on the last meeting regular meeting. I was at an NJA conference, and I was not able not to be there. So I love you. God bless you. I wish you well, and I'm only a phone call away. Thank you very much.
So the actual title is municipal clerk, but I've always affectionately called you Madam Clerk, because you've always presented yourself as a classy, fearless woman of God who has been nothing but a madam to all of us. So first of all, I want to thank God, because I know it's because of him that you were even in this assignment, for the time that you shared with us. Second, I want to thank your family for allowing you to spend so many countless hours with us, present and even outside of this building. Then I want to thank your daughter for allowing the sacrifice of her mom to be shared with other people calling her mom, and she's this to me and she's that. And even if not biological or through bloodline family, she allowed us to share you. I want to thank your staff, who has worked tirelessly by your side through the bridge gap of Madam Jane William Warren, who was our former mayor. She was able, I remember many years before coming to the council, always seeing you and deputy clerk, always. She trained you, she made sure that you had it together, and once that happened, God saw fit to make sure you were the person. And that was when I first got to the council, and you deserved it. You deserve everything that you've gotten. You deserve everything that God is going to do for you. And there's so many people in life that do things, but there's not many that do extraordinary things by fulfilling the purpose of God. So, Madam Clerk, thank you for being a woman of God always. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your private conversations. Thank you, because I know your address and your personal cell phone number. Because I think it's endearing when you have the clerk's office numbers, but when you get their personal cell phone number, just to the daughter, I'm in the family. So even though she's retiring from the city, I will be visiting her in her home. I will be making phone calls, and I'll be doing just like I do Mayor Jane Warren's. I'll be getting all on your nerves. Thank you so much. God bless you. You deserve everything that God's going to give you. And this is not the end. It is just the beginning. God bless you.
What an amazing. Good morning, Paterson. Wow, today is a very sad moment because, we see one of the most extraordinary person leave this chamber. And to the entire city of Paterson, Madam Clerk is the mother of nine council members. When we need guidance, she gives us guidance. When we need advice, she's there giving us the right advice. We want to say thank you, Madam Clerk. Thank you so very much for your service. Since 1995, you gave your life to the city, you gave your life to the chamber, but you're not living in Paterson, you're going to stay here. And as your councilman of the third ward, I'm going to be knocking on your door, making sure that you're fine, making sure that you're okay, and your family. When I became a councilman at large for the first time in 2014, I have the honor to have our former mayor, former clerk, Ms. Jem, and it is amazing. Now I realize that you have the best teacher, you have the best role model, and that's the reason why you're being so phenomenal in your position. We want to thank you. May God continue blessing you with long life. We love you. The city of Paterson love you. It's hard. At the end of the night, when we finish our council meeting at 1 o'clock, 1:30, 12 o'clock, director, you know that. She's staying in City Hall maybe an hour until an hour later. And in the morning, she's the first person to be in the building. It's a lot of work. It's a very strong commitment to be able to have that position. And we would just want to say thank you. We love you. Thank you for your service. May God bless you and your family. Thank you.
Madam Clerk, it has always been a pleasure. You've been an inspiration. You've been a great teacher. And some of the things that stand out to me that I've had moments to learn from is your soft, gentle integrity. Your amazing ability to remain quiet and silent, but yet strong and posturous when necessary. Your amazing ability to smile. It's okay, Marsha. It's all right.
Marsha.
Your amazing ability to smile and maintain that integrity even when people try to keep you from the seat. Your amazing ability to walk strong, shoulders out, with integrity, even when people try to blemish you and question your integrity at times, when you stood strong on your beliefs and on your commitment to this city. I don't think people understand the challenges of the clerk's position, the harsh hours, the many personalities you have to manage and deal with. And throughout the entire time, you've always done it with a gracious smile and have managed to be that great person that everyone talks about. But I refuse, as you have shown me your integrity, I refuse to allow a moment to pass without truth being stated. You've been a true warrior for this city, a true example of what the city truly needs. And I'm hoping, as everyone has all these great things to say about you, as we have honored those in the past, they honor the torch and the tutelage that you have given to these great young ladies that work under your guidance. Because that office does more than just stand for a name on the door. That office truly holds the city together in times when there's fighting, in times when there's indifference. So I take my hat off to you and I celebrate with you. As we are saddened that we're losing you, your family is now gaining more of you, and you now have moments to have peace of mind, to bring more smiles back into this building, as you both have done through the years. So I take my hat off to both of you, and I appreciate you so much. I love what you've done, and I will miss every moment, but I will be happy in knowing that you managed to do all of that and never sacrifice one moment your integrity. Thank you, Madam Clerk. Thank you.
So now the moment has arrived. And I mentioned earlier that our municipal clerk was born in the 20th century. And I want to emphasize the second half of the 20th century. And on her journey from Jamaica to Paterson, she's accomplished so much. And we are profoundly proud of you and honored to have you be a part of our family here in the city and at City Hall. And next month would actually mark the 27th anniversary of when then, as we've learned from our municipal clerk, Mayor Pasquale hired Sonia Gordon, which I'm sure Ashante, get back to him and tell him this is one of his best hires, okay? Make sure. Don't let me have to call him. And so we're so glad that we were a part of your life. And we'll continue to be so. Because we all know that she's far too young to retire. and has far too much talent so that she can repurpose. So we don't know where she will resurface. But what we know is that wherever she goes, she'll bring her talent with her, and that entity will be better because of it. And so at this time, I'm going to bestow upon our municipal clerk the highest honor a mayor can afford anyone in this city: the key to the city of Paterson. Madam Clerk, you want to just get out in front here? Ladies and gentlemen, our municipal clerk, Dr. Sonia L. Gordon.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
I have to have my notes because I don't want to forget anyone. Everyone, please be seated, as I normally say in the council meetings. Before I begin, I just want to say something that I'm excited about my retirement, but on the other hand, I'm really sad. I gained so many friends working with the various departments, division heads, all my close members over there. You know, sometimes they give me a hard time, but I still cope with them. Director Powell. But it's really sad leaving my City Hall family. So today I have my family here with me. I'd like my family to stand. My sisters, my two sisters. Erica and Grace. And as we said, today was 1 year since we lost our mom. 1 year today. I have my daughter, who's one of my daughter, Roseanne. My other daughter was not able to make it, fortunately. And I have my niece, Lauren, my niece and my goddaughter, who always want me to go on trips with her. Fortunately, I said, Lauren, I can't, have to work. She said, Auntie, take some time. So we have all the time now, Lauren. My brother is in the back, standing. One of my brother, my other brother, and then my other nephew is here, Gordon Brown. Gordon was born the same year I came to this country. And I have my other nephew, Damien, somewhere. Damien. And my dear friend, Mikey, who's sitting. And last but not least, my pastor is here, Pastor Mitchell.
All right.
He's the pastor for the United Presbyterian Church in Paterson. And he's here with us a little over a year. So my pastor wanted to make sure the mayor was having something today or any time he wants to be here. So I reached the pastor. So he's there for us and my family. You know, actually, when my mom passed, he just had started at the church, but he was there for the entire family. And all my City Hall families here, everyone. If I forget to name anybody. So I just wanted, you can have a seat, everyone. So just let me read, because I just don't want you to forget anything. Today is the day that the Lord had made. Let us be glad and rejoice in it. Esteemed Mayor, my council members, I just have, how many am I? Just 4?
No
And
quorum.
I don't have a quorum. So, thank God I don't have to have a meeting. But the cabinet members are here. Director Spezial, I know, yes. You're sad to see me go. I'm sad to see you too. I do. All the dignitaries that are here, city employees, Ms. Fisher,
Hey.
I know. All Patersonians who are here that I have worked with, good morning. Or good, is still morning? Yes, still morning.
Getting there.
First, let me give honor to God for his grace and mercy that have sustained me to my municipal journey, which had lasted for 28 glorious years. I must say that my municipal reservoir is compact, and I considered myself absolutely fortunate to have risen through the ranks to the highest rung on the hierarchy ladder. It is with mixed emotions that I accept this prestigious honor today. On one hand, I'm happy to pass the baton, but on the other, I'm sad to walk away from my municipal family with whom I've spent 75% of my daily life. I spend my life here. I gave up a lot of my personal life to be in this city. And I did it with grace, and I'm happy to serve. When I want somebody to call the clerk's office, I go out and beyond. So Hida, you're one of my weaknesses, and I really do miss that part of my life. Sometimes I think, maybe, should I retire? Should I do the right thing? But I made up my mind. I prayed about it. I have gained some great friends along my journey and will cherish them for my lifetime. Although it was not always an easy task, but because of the love and support of my family and friends, I was able to preserve even when the tides were raging and treacherous. I'm happy to say that my experience was absolutely gratifying and rewarding. I must confess that the penchant I have developed for municipal governance is unmatched, and I would have it no other way. I consider myself extremely fortunate for the knowledge I have garnered and hopefully have passed on to those who have worked closely with me. There is a litany of people that I have to thank, but because I am not perfect, if I did not mention your names, please forgive me, but do know that I appreciate you all. Firstly, again, I want to thank Mayor Andre Sayer. I've been working with the mayor since he was a councilman. It's been a while. My council members, Council President Shaheen Khalik, Council Vice President Alex Mendez, Councilwoman Dr. Mims, Councilwoman Maritza Davila, Councilwoman Cotton, who unfortunately was not able to make it today. I think she has a meeting. Councilman Michael Jackson, Councilman Abdelaziz, Councilman Velez, Councilman Udin, and all the past council members. Corporation Councilor Amen Abushi, who is Corporation Council, who is always feeding me candy during the late nights to keep us from not falling asleep. Always handing out candies, so we can keep up. And our business administrator, Kathleen Long, is our BA. Okay, unfortunately she's in a meeting. Since I sent her the letter of my retirement, once she responds, she always had in parentheses, so sad. every time she responded to me. And, you know, it's sad. It's sad to go. But all my department and division heads, those who are here, those who are not, and the indomitable Jane E. Williams Warren. Jane, I worked with you for many years. I thank God I paid attention, and I followed your footsteps, and you taught me a lot. She was always there for me during the illness of my mother, and she was a part of my family. My sisters, my brothers, Jane was always there. My deputy, Jacqueline Murray, with my right hand and left hand, who makes my job a lot easier in the clerk's office. It's a lot of work. She's always there. I have my other secretaries that sit in there, Joan Campbell Douglas, Phyllis Riley, Sophia Alexander, Jennifer Sajas, Jennifer. Twidacia, I think she's answering the phone. We cannot leave the city clerk's office unattended. Sorry, someone has to be there. So she volunteered to be answering the phones. Payola, where's Payola? Payola Rose, I think she's in the clerk's office. She may be assisting with the city council phones. I have Mr. Ming, who is, Mr. Ming?
Ming Dynasty.
John Ming, who is a cable coordinator who handles all the meeting, and he's here with, you know, lengthy hours, and Nancy Gray, I'm not sure, they should be somewhere there. And also Andre Lewis, who runs the mails room, and Mohammed Tausif, they're in the mail room. So these are all my staff that makes my life a little easier, that work diligently with me over the years. And I thank them to the bottom of my heart. Without them, I could have not done my job. To my family, thank you for your unwavering support, without which I would not be able to undertake my tasks here and efficiency and proficiency without my family. Even during the illness of my mother, my sisters and my brothers, who was there, and my nieces and nephew, I could not have done it with this job. But they were there to take care of Mom while I was here. I always pray that Mom would not pass one of the nights when I have a council meeting. And it so happened that that month, last November, we had 5 Tuesdays, and Mom went to sleep on that 5th Tuesday when I did not have a meeting. Which today marks 1 year. She's looking down on us. She's sitting next to Jane. She loved Jane. Because Jane is always giving her big cups of tea. Thank you to my daughters, Melinda, who was not able to make it, and Roseanne, who's here. Teacher. I know she had a very stressful job. The sunshine of my life. My grandson, Aiden, who's not here today, he's 8 years old. And he's looking forward for me to come and live with him. I said, Aiden, I'm not leaving Paterson. To my sisters, Erica, Grace, and Lavina, my brothers, Leroy and Keith, my friend Mikey, who's here as well. Without my family, I was not able to perform this duty. My nieces and nephews, and to my mom who's watching from above. Ironically, today is exactly 1 year anniversary of her transition to the heavenly galaxies. Thank you to my spiritual leader, as Pastor Reverend Mitchell, my pastor, is here. Pastor, can you stand again, please? I am so happy to have my Reverend here. Nobody understands. Thank you, Pastor. To my City Hall family and to the residents of Paterson, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I will end by saying it really takes a village, and without this village, I would not have experienced the success today. Thank you very much, and may God continue to richly bless you abundantly. Amen. Thank you so very much. I know. I said I have some past council members, too, that was always there for me, and I did reach out to them to let them know, Councilman Rivera, and I have Councilman McCoy, Councilman Morris, who was there over the years, Councilman Klein, Reverend Steele. I go way back with, pretty much, when I look back, I'm one of the oldest person here in the city. Everyone here is staff. They're pretty new faces, but I've been here with those older people who was here. They're no longer here. They moved on. They retired. So most of my family, City Hall family, they're pretty new. So I'm one of the oldest that is still hanging. Thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciate it. Thanks, man.
So, Madam Clerk, I know I speak on behalf of everyone here. We thank you for your sacrifice, and we thank you for your service to our city. Your mother is proud of you, and Paterson is proud of you, too. Thank you. Yes, and we have a cake to celebrate, and we also have catered this event from one of my favorite restaurants participating in Restaurant Week, Capacito. So enjoy, everyone. Thank you.